Good day, reformers, and welcome to Fountain of Revival Ecclesia. This is your very good friend, God servant, Buchi Emeka. And if you're able to find this video anywhere in the world, then it is meant for you. I'd like you to spare the next 5 to 10 minutes of your time to listen and watch it to the end. Have you ever been in doubt? Have you ever found yourself thinking that people don't take you seriously? Do you ever feel like people don't take you so seriously, like people would never consult you for anything that is important? Have you noticed that people always come to you just because they want to have fun, just because they are bored and they need someone they want to have fun with? Is that the kind of thing you're noticing around yourself? Even when you have the aura to attract people to yourself, right? Well, even when you have the aura that attracts people to you, but when they come, they don't want to engage something serious with you. They don't want to have conversations that could change your life with you, or that could impact their own lives positively. Have you noticed these kind of things? And you're asking yourself question, how can I change myself? Or you just feel like, I don't think things are right. Then this video is for you. I think we need to begin to focus on how we present ourselves out there. The image of ourselves that we present to people matters a lot. The image of ourselves that we present to people matters a lot. We need to have a complete understanding of who we are, so that when we make a presentation of who we are, people will relate to us from that perspective, from that dimension. If you present yourself as someone that looks unserious and someone that could, that just wanted to have fun, people would come to you just to have fun. People gravitate towards people because a part of that person needs to complete what they are lagging in, right? So if you're always projecting fun, you're always projecting unseriousness, and you're always projecting, you know, low vibrational energies, people would come to you for something unserious. That's why we are making this content to help you reinvent yourself, to help you pause for a moment and say, okay, things are not going the way I want them to go. Things are not going the way I want them to go. I want things to change. So, how do we bring you to a space where you would begin to see changes immediately? Because we believe in instant changes, right? It takes time for people to change completely. But if you find yourself in a space where you're thinking about changing, then the grace is available for you to change. So, the first thing we want to look at is your personal style, how you present the image of you out there. So look up there, you're going to see, I just circled it, personal style. You need to have the good clothes that reflects a taste of the personality you want to project out there. You're a young girl, you're a young man, and the kinds of clothes you're wearing are, I'm not trying to judge you or whatever, but I'm trying to tell you that if you have clothes that are exposing the sensitive part of your body, people would look at, the first thing people see when they look at you is that sensitive part of you. It's only a 1% of the population that can look at you, and they will see something beyond sexual about you. That is, if you're always wearing clothes that exposes your body, if you're always dancing these kinds of songs where you're projecting your sensitive parts, and you're projecting it and the camera is zooming in and stuff. When people look at you, they would hardly want to focus on the character. They'll want to think of something else. That is the way the human mind works. The human mind wants to just dive into something the way it is projected. It takes quite a few number of persons that would want to look at you differently. And you don't want to be in that space where people want to, you say, I'm different. But at the end of the day, what image of you are you projecting out there? So it's very important that you look at your wardrobe, the kinds of clothes you wear. Does it reflect the person you want to be? Is that okay? Is that fine? So you check your makeup is very important. Just make sure you're putting out the best appearance out there. I don't have dreadlocks. I think we have this notion that people that wear dreadlocks are this, that, at least for this part of the world. It is super okay in other parts of the world, but you want to make sure that place you're working, does your hairstyle, your makeup, your dressing, does it reflect the best character within? I think there's this adage that goes, people address you the way you dress. So the way you dress is very important. The kinds of challenges you jump in that appear on TikTok, the kinds of dance, the kinds of content you put out there is very important. That is, if you've stayed up to this point listening to me, it means there's something in you that needs to change. It means that you are created to be special. You're not created for fun. There are people that the construct of their vessel is just that way. You can't salvage them. You can't save everybody, honestly. You can't save everybody. During the times of Noah, was everyone didn't, only less than 1% of the population got saved. You can't save everybody. Is that okay? Is that okay? All right. So education and learning, you have to consider enrolling in courses and workshops. That is education and learning. You have to. There are lots of 21st century skills out there. Okay, we're going to get to skills, but this one is for education and learning. There are lots of 21st century courses that you can take, videography, lots of them that has to do with lots of courses that you can learn. You can read books, you can write stories, you can get yourself to do something different. You can call it old school, but it works. The reason these Gen Zs are not mentally tough is because they've not trained their mind, or they were not trained the way our generations, other generations, or my own generations were trained. We were trained to be mentally tough. So we would hardly succumb to depression. Do you understand? So these things, writing, arts, drawing, and all these things are the kinds of things that would actually make you mentally tough. When you engage yourself, when you try to bring out the real man in you, you have to learn them. Get a good education. There is nothing you can't learn online. We now have this is now the advent of technology. We have Chat GPT and so many online softwares that you could use to learn whatever you wanted. Go on Google. There are lists of things you can learn on Google. List of things you can learn on Google. Maybe on a separate video, we're going to get into that. Then ethics and social skills. Learn and practice good manners. The way you talk is very important. You can't be in a public place and you're chewing gum. How would someone see you? You might be a very nice person, but you need to tame yourself. You need to tame yourself. It's very important to tame yourself. You need to tame yourself. There are energies within you that you picked up from your environment, from your crude environment. You need to tame yourself. You need to tame yourself so that your environment will not keep you from associating with people from a different, refined environment. It's very important. The way you eat, the way you talk, you have to wait before you say something. Don't just rush into conversations. You have to chill. Is that okay? Then we've talked about this etiquette, and social skills, self confidence. What really makes you confident is the character of who you are, what you can do, your sense of who you are. So you need to build a personality for yourself. It's going to make you confident because you know that, okay, even with this thing that is coming up, you would know what to say. You would know what to contribute. Do you understand that? Very important. Build your character. It is going to help you. It's going to help you build self-confidence. You have to set achievable goals. What do I want to achieve within the next 2 weeks, within the next 3 weeks, within the next 1 month? You have to set them. When you begin to achieve these goals, you're growing in confidence. You could speak to anyone about it. Let's say the Lord gives you an opportunity to speak with the president of this country tomorrow. Do you have something you want to say? Do you have something you want to offer? Okay, let's say that okay, your mind is not strong enough to be in that dimension because there are people that actually that they've been designed to meet with the president. Okay, let's say the local government chairman. What do you want to tell him tomorrow? Are you thinking in that dimension? So we should have the capacity to build a personality that can really expand and help every other person out there. People need help, and if you find yourself in a space where you can improve yourself, understand that your own personal improvement that you're going through is for every other person out there. You want to help them better themselves. What I'm doing today, the person I've become was not meant for me. It's meant for you because right now I'm sitting in front of the screen and I'm talking to you. And I'm talking to you. Is that okay? Is that nice? Set achievable goals. Step out of your comfort zone and acknowledge your successes. Okay. When you get something done, acknowledge it. Understand that okay, wow, I've achieved this. Little wins matters. Push yourself. There is more to you. There is a higher self. There's a higher consciousness. There must be a shift. The times are changing, and our generation need to wake up. Surround yourself with supportive people, people who make you believe in yourself, not people that try to condemn you or make you believe less of yourself. If you have anyone around you that makes you believe less of yourself, run away from them. You should have people that encourage you. You should have people that makes you believe that you could do all things. It's very important. That boosts your morale, your self-esteem. If you're around me always, I'm always going to make you believe in yourself. But if you're around somebody and you tell the person, I have a dream, I want to start an eatery where we can use bike to be making the supply. When people call and say and give us what they want, we want to, and someone tells you, who will buy? Don't run away from that person. Once you come up with an idea and the first thing your best friend greets you with is rejection, no, no, run away. If you have a friend, a girlfriend, or a boyfriend that is sophisticated, they will say, wow, that is an awesome input, or it's not for them, sha. So that's an awesome contribution. But don't you think XYZ better, right? Than outrightly telling me no. If you make me believe less of myself, I'm going to run away from you. I'm taking time on this particular one because it's very important. Then you should also learn to give. You might say you don't have much, give. Give. Giving means that you're operating from a point of abundance, from a sense of abundance, right? So if you operate from a sense of abundance, more would always come to you. Is that okay? More would always come to you. More would always come to you. Is that okay? So that's philanthropy and giving back. You can read the text there. Then the next one we want to look at is network. Build a network of like mind. Find people that are positive, people that think the way you think, people that complete you. Work with them. Build a professional portfolio for yourself on LinkedIn. Meet people of like minds. Meet entrepreneurs that do the same thing that you do. Share ideas with them. Meet skit makers. Talk with them. Know what you need to do for yourself. Put yourself in a community where these things are easily accessible. Is that okay? Networking is very important. So you know the next thing you want to jump on and get it done. You can get the specific hints you need. Okay, self-care. Don't forget to take care of yourself, your physical mind, your body, everything, your physical body and your mind. Take care of yourself. Eat well, exercise, practice mindfulness, maintain a balanced life. Don't eat and kill yourself. Travel, get experiences, experience life. But I also want you to understand that then manage your time. So remember that reinventing yourself is a journey, and it's perfectly okay to take it one step at a time. Embrace self improvement with patience and a positive attitude, and you will gradually become the sophisticated lady, because I'm a lady or man that you inspire to be. So if you put all these things, take time to think about it, personalize it, bring out what really concerns you. The reason you want to travel is because you want to meet people. Travel also expands your mind, but it also creates room for connectivity and networking. Okay, but I think when you travel, you have to pay attention to nature, pay attention to how people advance, how people talk, how people communicate. Paying attention to the diverse way humans do their things is going to help your mind become more sophisticated. Pay attention to the way people do their things. When you're moving from Anambra to Lagos, understand that people from Anambra are different. Understand that people that are in Lagos, though they're mostly Igbos, are also different. How do you strike a balance moving from this place to this place and make sure that you do not fall a victim of your own of the background where you're coming from? Because people fall victim of backgrounds a lot. So there are so many things we need to put into consideration. Is that okay? Moses presented himself with authority. He knew he understood what God has placed in him. He understood his encounter and he went to Pharaoh with a depth of understanding of what his assignment was. And he achieved success. Is that okay? God bless you.